Good morning everybody. It's the 16th of April 2019. Early morning here, and I'm putting together this video just to explain a few things. I've been home from work for just over 2 weeks now, and that was my last rotation for work. I've actually been working as a FIFO worker, fly in, fly out, for 16 years in the mining industry, as well as working in communities throughout Australia. And my working time in my profession has come to a close for the moment. I'm hopeful that it could be for a very long time. So I've finished up with my work, and the plan at the moment is to work full-time on Mistress, to get her finished finally and put her into that beautiful salty brine and go sailing and cross the oceans of the world. That's definitely my plan. So with that, I really needed to have a good hard think about how am I going to schedule my time ahead, because without a plan, even a weekly plan, it's easy to get caught up doing whatever you please on a day-to-day basis. And that's really not the way that I structure my life. I like to plan, and I like to have a good idea on a week-to-week and a month-to-month and even a year-to-year basis where I'm going ahead. I actually use the analogy of sailing too. If you want to get between 2 points when you're going for a sail, you cannot usually just go direct. It usually involves tacks and jibes and changes in the direction along the way. And that shouldn't prevent you from maintaining your eyes and your focus on the destination. And so winds can come from all directions, and if you were to purely follow the direction of where the wind is blowing you, you would never end up at your destination. So it's a matter of having plans, and that's what I've done yesterday. I've actually put together a weekly planner, and that's going to give me some structure to my weeks and my months ahead, and I'm very excited about that. This weekly planner, I'll just read out a few things. So for example, I've got scheduled in there one whole day to edit my videos and get them published, as well as add to my website and add to my Patreon accounts. I'll speak more about Patreon shortly. There's obviously the boat work. I'm scheduling in there exercise 2 evenings a week. I've spent the past approximately 2 weeks getting this new roof put on the shed, and my goodness, this is good. I have much more room in here. Things are organized way better. It's going to allow me to progress with the work in a much more comfortable way. I had some personal things to organise as well. Thankfully, that's all under control and sorted now. And so really, as of today, I'm now free to progress ahead with my plans. And as I say, that includes not only the boat work, but my YouTube channel, my website, and my Patreon account. So one thing that I've done is I have started up a Patreon account. For those who don't know what Patreon is, it's a crowdfunding website where creators can put content up online, and where those who enjoy and would like to support those creators can donate and provide that sort of a support. So for those of you that have watched all of my videos, you will know that I started things out pretty rough, and I had the most basic video camera. It really was not very good, but I made a start. I just made a start, and things have continued since then. I've been improving a little, and hopefully the videos look that way also. Along the way though, I did have some people who were contacting me, asking me how they could help, how they could support, how they could throw a few dollars my way in appreciation for the work that I was doing. It really bowled me over. I was so surprised, and also so pleasantly surprised, that there would be people who would be willing to just throw a few dollars my way for the efforts that I was putting into the videos that I was making. And it did encourage me to continue on with my videos. From that, I looked into ways in which people could support and send some money my way in recognition of the efforts that I was putting into my videos. And from this, I came across Patreon. Also, there is a way that in return, creators can give little benefits back to patrons. That's my plan, and if you click this link here, it will take you to my new Patreon account, where you can have a read of the background of what I'm doing, my plans ahead, and also the rewards, or 5 different tiers that I've put together, whereby people can elect to support at different level of support, and in return there are things there attributed to each tier, whereby I'm going to give you things in return for your very, very kind support. So one of the reasons that I've put the Patreon account together is because I've realized in putting together the videos that I have been with my YouTube account that I really don't have any backup equipment. I've had problems. The camera that I'm filming this with right now is actually a new replacement for the camera that I did buy, which had problems twice. That's not a lot of fun, and fortunately I do have a small point and shoot camera, and it did a good job, but it's not really a video camera, and it's less than ideal as far as quality and usability for what I'm trying to do. The other thing is I have one laptop, and to be frank, I'm not sure what I'd do if I had a problem with this laptop, if it stopped working. The other thing is the editing program that I'm using, I'm really not that happy with. It seems to be full of glitches every time new updates are released and I download them, which has actually become compulsory. It just seems to make things worse. The glitches in the software just add lengthy hours to the editing process. So I guess in realizing, number one, that I do enjoy putting these videos together, telling my story, the story of Mistress's build, and what will follow on once Mistress is in the water with regards to the adventures and travels that I'm going to be doing beyond. And number two, that in order to continue, I really want to have some backup so that I can continue making videos and editing videos and putting them up for your enjoyment. So initially, what I can say is, with your kind donations, if you're happy to... That was a Lewin's honey eater. So what I can say is, after checking out my Patreon account, reading through my plan and my commitments to my videos and to you people to provide you with this sort of content, that the money would definitely immediately go back into buying new equipment, so that at the very least I have some backup so that I can continue to put up videos. So of course there are costs with putting together these videos and supplying this sort of a content online. Obviously there's the equipment costs. There are costs to some music channels that I'm using to add the music to the videos. And now, as of recently, there are the costs with having set up my website. So as I said, I have committed to working on Mistress full time so that I can get her finished and get her into the water. I've started up a Patreon account and a website with the view of continuing to produce these videos. There are costs involved with doing this, of course, so I've started up a Patreon account. For those who are interested, you can elect to support what I'm doing and the Mistress project. My plans would be that whatever support is provided would definitely go directly back into producing these videos. I really hope that things will continue to grow. I'm really enjoying it. I hope you are too. Another thing that I hope that I have had a glimpse of with putting together my videos is being in touch with people that otherwise I would never have known. And that's been from countries all around the world. That is really, really exciting to me. And I really hope in the future that I can meet some of you people. So there's a wrap up, people, for what's going on currently. In a moment I'll get the camera and we'll go for a quick walk around just to show the shed and what I've been up to over the last week or so. So here's my new shed, everybody. I am so pleased with this. And what I've done, as you can see, is I've actually just made up a proper hip roof and mounted that directly onto the fence, which has given me essentially an extra 300 millimeters on both sides, on this side and also this side. It has made such a difference. More room, and I've organised things better with having more room. My little kitchen area there, which is actually much more user-friendly. Able to hang up all my tools all around the place, get things out of the way, clear area around my panel saw. I have a zillion things stored and stacked away there, and the thing that is so good, as anybody with the shed understands, having things hung up where you know where they are and you can just put your hand on them every time without having to dig through and find things. It is so good. It is packed full, but everything has its place now. The boat coat area and paints, it really is a game changer. The other thing is I have my barbecue area here now, which is covered, so that means that I can cook rain or shine. That is a game changer, because I was not really able to cook when it was raining before. My new shed from the outside, that panel there rolls up. I'll show you that in a moment. And there it is with the panel open. So that gives me a really good open area when it comes to needing to get plywood and timber and all sorts of things in and out of that shed. I think you'll agree it is a huge improvement. The other thing to mention is that with the trusses, it gives me all that storage space up in those rafters. I'll be able to stack timber up there as needed, but as I say, it just gives me an area where I can store things and get them out of the way. Please check out my other videos if you haven't already. Please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to click that bell so that you'll be notified when another video is uploaded. Please also check out my new website. And as I say, if you would be interested in seeing how you can support what I'm doing, but also be more involved and get access to patron-only content, then check it out. Thanks very much, and I will see you in the next episode. Thanks, everybody.